Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Seth. I'm back talking about dividend investing and specifically my income, my monthly income, and what that looks like with a $49,000 portfolio. I'm set to hit 50K potentially on Thursday when I get paid. We'll see how much I put into this portfolio. I'm going to be putting anywhere from $700 to $900 on Thursday into this portfolio, and we'll see, but we're not really focused on this too much, the principal. We're focused on the income, which is what I'm going to get right into, my monthly income and what it looks like. So let's go to activity here and let's just look at what I've been receiving recently. Let's go to activity type and we're going to do dividends only. So you can see here I received dividend from Pepsi, SCHG, LMT, Broadcom. This is all December. T-Row, UNP $4.51, VTI $1.09, DGRO I received $24.65 December 27th, VOO 76 cents, VGT 17 cents, Realty Income. Every month I get $4.72 from Realty Income. Roughly, they do grow their dividend, obviously, so that will change. McDonald's $4.56, NEE $4.79. I do want to be buying more of NEE. That's at a pretty good discount right now. Home Depot $5, Microsoft $3. So I'm starting to see these dividend payments get larger, right? It started off as just a couple cents, now I'm getting $1, and then it went to $2, and then $3, and now I'm getting $4, $5, $6, even $7 from, a lot of these holdings. And this is just, again, December, which is what we see here. If we go next, continuing in December, $5.99 from AMGN, $7 from Johnson & Johnson, $2.87 from Visa. I got Costco, Apple, right? This is an old holding I had, Procter & Gamble. I did sell out of that position because I didn't like the dividend growth rate or, the dividend yield. Both of those were kind of weak, and I did sell out of that position. I got AbbVie, $7. So it's been doing good. I try to target holdings that have at least a 10% dividend growth rate over 5 or 10 years over the long term. So you can see AbbVie right here. Here's a holding. You can see the dividend growth rate the last 5 years has been 17%. So a lot of the holdings that I have, right, I try to keep that 10% dividend growth rate. For example, MasterCard and Visa. MasterCard has a dividend growth rate of 18%. Over the last 10 years, it's averaged 33% per year. I mean, that's just insane growth. And similar with Visa, check it out, 16% over the last 5 years, 18% over the last 10 years. Pretty impressive. And that's what I am aiming for a lot of these holdings that I have. And some of them, it's a give and take. For example, EPD, a little less on the dividend growth rate side, but higher yield, 7.6% yield with about a 5% growth rate over the last 20 years. They just did a 5% dividend in the last full year, and the last 3 years averaging 3%. So you can see I did a little less of the dividend growth rate, but I went with a little higher yield. And this is my portfolio right here. You can see I have my main holdings in SCHD and DGRO, right? As we all know, if you've been watching my videos. And my other holdings are my stonks right here. I got 23 of them. And I have NEE, LMT, Broadcom, Lowe's, Home Depot, McDonald's, Pepsi, Altria. I try to get a big mix of what I consider buy and hold forever, right? I plan on buying and holding these forever. And some of these are a little off right now because I do try to equally weight this portfolio at 5%, but some of my holdings have increased quite a lot. Now, going back to my income, let's go to my portfolio here and let us go to the income calendar. So you can see I should be getting paid from Altria coming up here actually tomorrow, $23.79. And then I'm getting a special dividend from Costco on Friday, which is $28.58. So in this week, I'm going to be getting $50 in dividends just in this week from 2 holdings, which is awesome. And then we're going to look at January. I'm getting $3.90 from Lowe's and MasterCard. And if we go to the year ahead, this is my really big month, which is March. And what makes up $296 in March is SCHD and DGRO. And I'm building up my position in DGRO. I'm going to be building that to $20,000, very similar to SCHD. I'm putting SCHD on the back burner for a while because I want to diversify and go into DGRO. And I can get into the diversification of SCHD and DGRO and why I invest in both of those. And why I say, for example, don't invest in VYM, VIG, some of these other dividend ETFs, and why I chose SCHD and DGRO. But it mainly just has to do with the diversification and, the long-term goals, right? The kind of 10-year plan that I have going on here. But yeah, Johnson & Johnson, $9, LMT, $4. This is all what I'll be receiving in March. AMGN, $6. So you can see SCHD, just a nice juicy payment of $184. So yeah, it's really incredible to see how far I've come within 1 year, right? I have $1,450 of passive income. And if you guys didn't know, a little bit about my story is I have always been trying to find ways to increase my income. I've been doing a lot as far as like door dashing, odd jobs here and there. I've always tried to increase my income doing stuff. And this is by far the best and easiest and most motivating way. I've tried a lot of things, and this is the way that keeps me motivated, and I keep investing into dividend growth stocks, and it's just awesome to put money into this portfolio and see my dividend income go up, month after month, year over year, day after day, right? It's just awesome to see it happen in real time. And yeah, it's here just for something else. Here's my income forecast. On average, I do about $30,000 a year. You can see my dividend growth rate here with dividends reinvested at 3%. Makes my dividend growth rate about 13% here. So you can see in 5 years, I should be making $8,300 in 5 years. And then in 10 years, I should be making almost $2,000 a month in 10 years just off of this portfolio, investing $30,000, which is what I do. So it's pretty impressive just to see, in the short term, 5 to 10 years, what could happen. I tried kind of the get rich quick stuff, right? The e-commerce. Let me tell you guys, I tried drop shipping. This was probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I was like 18, 19, right? I really got into the Amazon FBA, drop shipping, e-commerce. Like, let's try Shopify and make your own product. Let me tell you guys, it just it doesn't work. That's just my opinion and my experience, because you put so much time into trying to find a product that's different. And I did it. I tried to find a product that was different. I branded it. I did Facebook ads. I bought ads. I did it for like 6 months, and I lost like $12,000 just spending money on ads, spending money on trying new products, doing branding, putting my own logo on it. I tried a lot of different products on Amazon to get it to work on Shopify, and it's just very, very difficult, and it's not worth the time. This is so much better. If I can encourage anyone to not get rich quick and just do this. I mean, it's been a year, guys, and I'm making, on average, $1,450 a year. So by this time next year, if everything stays the same, I should be making almost $3,000 a year. And that's just in 2 years, right, of doing this portfolio. And that income can go up if I do higher yielding stocks, higher yielding covered call funds or closed end funds, and that's my ultimate goal, is to go into those funds, right? Those covered call funds, closed end funds, MLPs, right? Buy more of those when I'm in 10, 12 years, when I plan on retiring. I do plan on buying more of those, and my income's going to go up drastically, right? So, this is just, what my plan is. Investing is specific for each person. It's very different. A lot of people have different goals. I'm not saying it's bad to invest in, closed-end funds or covered call funds like JEPI or JEPQ right now. It's all up to the individual investor and what they're comfortable with. This is what I'm comfortable with. This keeps me investing during a down market. What's going to keep you investing during a down market? That's really important. Is investing in VTI or VOO going to keep you invested? Then invest in that. Is doing dividend growth investing going to keep you invested? Invest in that, right? It's all personal. Don't let anybody tell you what's better, what's worse, because, right, it's in theory, I don't invest in closed-end funds or covered call funds right now because of the taxes, and I'm in a taxable account. I'm going to be paying 30%. Or more, especially, I live in California too, so that doesn't help. But I don't want to be paying all that in taxes right now. I would rather invest in blue chips and just do a 15% long-term dividend tax rate. And that's what I'm comfortable with. So anyway, guys, that's just a kind of a deep dive into my monthly income, my yearly income, and what it looks like. Again, I'm going to be making videos a lot more here now. That's the plan. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you found some usefulness out of this. And take care. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.